Hi guys, it's Mark from anypond.com, your trusted resource in the UK for ponds and water features. Today I'm talking about pH and what to do with it. So the first thing to do if you've got an unstable pH is work out what's causing the pH to be unstable. Let's go into the studio now and look at the pH scales. So there we go, it's much better in here. You can actually hear me talk, and also I can write on the whiteboard. So the first thing we're going to look at is pH. What does pH stand for? That's what you might be asking me, and certainly we're going to look at, so it's potential of hydrogen. In water, there's a potential of hydrogen, and some waters hold more hydrogen than other types of waters. So when you're testing for pH, you're not actually testing the alkalinity or the acid in the water. What you're actually testing for is hydrogen. The scale is 0 to 14, and it's a logarithmic scale. So that means that 7 is neutral and 6 can be 10 times more acidic or have 10 times more nitrogen positive. So nitrogen positive means basically you've got a lot more nitrogen positivity in the water, which makes it feel acidic. And the other scale is when it's too alkaline and it's hydroxide. So it's actually minus. So a pH 7 is neutral, where you have the same amount all together, so it's balanced. So you might be asking what happens when there's a low pH with your fish. So the pH reflects in the water, it reflects in the fish's bloodstream. So if you've got acidic conditions, the fish's blood will be acidic. Now we talk about when it's too high. They can't breathe essentially, rapid gill movement, and a real good indicator is when you've got a high pH is the fish can actually be seen jumping, trying to get out of the high pH. They're trying to get out of the water conditions. When you've got an unstable pH, that means that the pH moves all the time. It can be caused by a number of things, but essentially if you've got fish in a pond, or if you've got aquatic insects and stuff like that, if you've got an unstable pH, that means that it's moving up and down, and they've got an unstable amount of hydrogen in their bloodstream. So when you've got outside of the parameters, they're going to have a lot more than they can cope with. It's going to cause stress and cause death in some cases. So what is a safe level for a pond? A stable pH is my preference. So if your pH is stable and you test the pond and you test the water that you're putting in the pond and it's stable, that's great. A stable pH is a good pH. The parameters need to be in between 6.5 to 8.5. So if you test your water that you're putting into the pond, if you've got let's say that you've got 7 or 8, that's great. That's not a problem. It's when it's fluctuating. What can cause it to fluctuate is a number of different things. So the amount of acid rain, it could be that you've got runoff from an industrial park or a road that runs off into a pond, and they could be all sorts of stuff that's in the runoff. Lots of organic matter. So if you've got lots of organic matter in your pond, you probably need some better filtration, and that can affect the pH. Hopefully you found that interesting, and now we can talk about the solution for keeping a stable pH. So if you want to have something in the pond to keep a stable pH, you've got to increase the general hardness or carbonate hardness and the alkalinity of the pond water. What I personally use is I use an alkalinity booster made by Aquascape, and it's very easy to put that in and keep that stable pH. So there's a solution for you. I personally love the whiteboard sessions. If you love the whiteboard sessions, put it in the comments section below. If you're looking for the alkalinity booster and you're in the UK, check out waterfeature.shop and we can help you with all your alkalinity booster needs. If you've got a pond problem, I want to solve it. I love helping people with their pond problems. My name is Mark, the Pond Advisor, and I'm here to support you dream, plan and enjoy ponds and water features. Till next time, I'll see you in another video.